MULTIVERSE Prime here, so it's time for another figure unboxing and review today, and in today's video it's going to be, for this time, a DC supervillain, one of the enemies of Batman. And this villain, of course, is actually a character who has a very close personal connection to Bruce Wayne, and this character, of course, who of course I'm going to unbox the figure of, is none other than Hush, as he appears based on the source, which is Batman Hush. I think that's the storyline that the character is based on here. So this box, of course, comes with the figure itself, and in terms of accessories, it comes with 2 knives, and on the back there appears to be, of course, a card, and also down below there near the legs is a stand. On the back you got a pretty nice picture here, I think it's of the figure itself, which is pretty nice. And it says on the source there, Batman Hush, and there's DC MULTIVERSE, because this is McFarlane Toys, which is one of the actually good companies of all time. And here on the other spine it says DC MULTIVERSE and Hush there as well. So, and there's also 22 moving parts. So, now when it comes, of course, to my exposure to Hush, I've encountered Hush many times in my life as being a fan of Batman. I definitely think he's a very interesting and complex villain, in my opinion. I especially love how he's got a very close connection to Bruce Wayne as well. And I definitely think as well that makes him a very interesting character, Thomas Elliot. And in my opinion, his best portrayal I've seen is probably, in my opinion, in the Batman Arkham games. And I personally think that Kevin Conroy, who rest in peace, did an absolutely amazing job playing Hush. He's probably my favourite Hush of all time. And I think it's really amazing how who, in my opinion, the greatest voice of Batman can also as well be the greatest portrayal of Hush of all time and all. Because he makes Hush such a massive contrast to Batman, in my opinion, and he absolutely nails it, in my opinion. Yet Kevin Conroy is an absolute legend, may he rest in peace. And he's definitely my favourite Hush of all time, because he made him, in my opinion, very terrifying and disturbing, which is just what you need for a character. Because in the games, of course, he cuts off his face, and he of course, constructs face grafts to wear as disguises. And, of course, in Arkham Knight, he disguised himself as Bruce Wayne, which was pretty cool. So, I think he was handled really well in the Arkham games. I definitely loved him in those, absolutely. So, now let's get the figure open, shall we? So, on the top here is 3 pieces of scissors. I'm going to cut now with my scissors, so let's do this now. Oh, so, I'm going to cut one on the back first. There we go. Now on my right, and then on my left. There we go. Let's get it open now. So on the inside, when you take out the plastic packaging, the figure is, of course, in it alongside the 2 knives it comes with. So we'll put that there. Now let's take out what's in the background, shall we? So let's just take it out nice and carefully, pull it out. So, unfortunately, just like every decent figure I've unboxed, this background is once again very disappointing, because it's literally the exact same background as every other decent MULTIVERSE figure, nothing new whatsoever. Like, not even like a shot from the Batman Hush storyline at all, which is disappointing. Just the same, really. And to further add to disappointment, let's also take out the stand as well. Because the stand is also exactly the same as every other DC stand I've unboxed, with the same colour of black and the same DC logo, nothing new whatsoever, not even Hush's logo, or Batman Hush logo. How disappointing. But on a more positive note, however, when it comes to accessories, here is the card, and it's got the same picture of Hush on the figure itself as the back of the box did. That tends to be the case with the card's picture is the same as the back of the box. Here is, of course, the data which I'll read out to you. So real name, of course, is Thomas Elliot. Young Tommy Elliot was a childhood friend of Wayne, who also grew up in wealth and privilege. However, Tommy soon became deeply jealous and resented Bruce once his parents were tragically killed, seeing Bruce as getting the independence and wealth Tommy so desperately desired. Eventually, becoming a surgeon, Tommy's resentment for Bruce continued to fester and grow over the years. When the Riddler discovered Bruce is really Batman, he approached Dr. Elliot with a secret. But when the two realised they shared a hatred for Wayne, he joined forces. Wrapping his face in bandages to hide his identity, Elliot manipulated many of Batman's greatest supervillains in a grand conspiracy to defeat him, hence his chosen identity of Hush. Nice. So now let's get the figure out of the packaging, shall we? So first of all, when it comes to the figure's accessories, it of course comes with 2 knives, which of course look like this. So this is pretty cool. So he can of course use these as his weapon, and also of course when he's using them to create his face grafts, of course, for disguise. So yeah, here he is. And now for the figure. It appears to be got only one piece of plastic raw, so we should be easy to cut. Just cut it carefully. There we go. Now let's take out the figure. And now, here is a figure. It looks pretty cool, I must say, really. Of course, definitely really like this coat design that he's wearing. The head is also pretty loose, portable. It can go 50 degrees, which is pretty cool, despite the coat blocking it a bit. So, in terms of portability, arms can go 50 degrees like this. And they are quite loose on the right, and the same with the left one as well. The elbows can also fold pretty well too as well, which is nice. Same with the left one too, they're quite well secured. They can go to the side too like this, T-pose. And legs can also move slightly forward on the right and to the back as well. But the block by the coat, which is understandable. Same with the left one as well. The knee can also fall pretty well too as well, despite a coat blocking that. And legs can also as well move pretty well too. They're also quite loose. And the front of them can also fold to just like our toes kind of in real life. So that makes perfect sense why they do that. And both of the hands are opened up with holes in them, so you can put the knives in, so that's really good. Doesn't come with alternate hands, it's just these ones that the figure has, so... But nonetheless, though, I definitely think this is a really good figure, in my opinion. Looks really good. Definitely did a very good job capturing how Hush should appear, absolutely. Did a really great job with it, in my opinion. So it's definitely a really good figure. And hopefully the knives he's put in my hand as well, hopefully. I really hope so, yeah. There we go. So he's got one of his knives in. Hopefully the other one can also go into as well. Oh, there we go. It's in. Looks pretty good now. So, that's, of course, a figure of Hush. Looks really cool. So, anyway, guys, this is me, of course, doing my unboxing of my figure of Hush, as he appears, of course, in the storyline Batman Hush, made by McFarlane Toys, is the figure. So, definitely a great figure, in my opinion. So, you know the drill. Be sure to give this video a like. Also, be sure to tell me in the comments what you guys think of this figure of Hush. If you have it, let me know in the comments below. Or if you want to get to direct if you like Hush as a character, or the Batman Hush story, or DC, or McFarlane Toys figures, definitely must-have figure in my opinion. Also, be sure to join Team Prime by pressing subscribe for the coming future, and I'll see you all later.